CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. We begin with new details. A person has died after being struck by a car. Chopper 4 flew over the scene in Little Havana. CBS News Miami's Peter Dench has been working this story. He has the very latest this afternoon.
We have new details about a developing story here in Miami. New surveillance tape shows 40-year-old Tomas Brito crossing Southwest 8th Street near 8th Avenue around 8:30 Tuesday night when he was struck and killed by a hit-and-run driver. Miami police tell us they discovered that car nearby. As they search for the driver, we are also hearing from the victim's emotional daughter, son, and mother, as well as police. We'll have the latest on the investigation as well. That story is coming up starting at 5. In Miami, Peter Dench, CBS News Miami.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
Taking a live look outside. A few clouds today, but that hasn't impacted the temperatures. We are tracking a warm up on the way, along with humidity. So, Cindy, how hot are we talking?
We're talking record highs coming up this weekend. Some of the hottest air we've seen so far this year. We're going very close to 90 degrees, I think, by the time we get to Monday. So let's build up to that and see what we've got here. Warm and dry each day. So we're not expecting a lot of rain. There could be a spot shower. We'll take a look at that. But overall, this is going to be a dry pattern. Record heat Sunday and Monday. Highs in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Next frontal system comes in on Monday, and that's going to cut this heat back to the lower 80s and also bring us a chance for some rain, which we could actually use it. It's been quite dry. A little bit of moisture would be a good idea. Temperature right now is 80 degrees. Our high so far today has been 81, so we made it just above average for this time of the year. 79 in Homestead, Fort Lauderdale now at 81 degrees. We've got partly cloudy skies. Yeah, a few clouds came in this afternoon with that southeasterly wind that's pulling in some moisture from the Atlantic. We had some gusts over 20 miles per hour, but generally about 10 to 15 mile per hour winds today. And it's that southeasterly flow, onshore flow, causing problems with the high rip current risk. We're going to keep that up through Thursday evening along the coast, Broward County, Miami-Dade. Now, there are a lot of folks visiting us from out of state, may not know what to look for when there's a rip current risk. This is what you see. There's a little area in the water where the water is being pulled out into the Atlantic. What you want to do to avoid this or to get out of it, you want to don't fight the current. You want to swim parallel to the shore right here or down here. Do not try to swim in that rip current and then wait until you are able to come back to shore, or just stay out there and yell for help. Somebody will come and help you there. But that's something that we have to watch for along the coast, especially at this time of the year with all the folks visiting us. So this evening looks very nice, mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy conditions. I think we might be able to see the ISS this evening. It's going to be flying right over the top of South Florida. So we'll get to see this for 7 minutes. If we can get rid of those clouds tonight, that should be something really fun to see if you've ever seen it. It zips really quickly, but this is a good one if it lasts 7 minutes from southwest to northeast across the sky. So here's your forecast. Warm with maybe an isolated shower tomorrow. That's a possibility. This is not going to be a big thing, though. Warm and humid heading into the weekend with tying records for Sunday and Monday ahead of this next cold front. So that's what we're going to be watching for as we head into the weekend. Temperatures are going to be warming up. Look at that, 88 degrees on Sunday, 90 degrees on Monday, and that's also a holiday weekend, so expect that with cooler conditions next week.
Thank you, Cindy. The ethics investigation into Miami Mayor Francis Suarez has been dismissed. It's regarding whether he accepted expensive tickets to high-profile sporting events. Today, the Florida Commission on Ethics dismissed the complaint. Activist Thomas Kennedy filed it during the summer of 2023. The commission says it found, quote, no probable cause to his complaint. The mayor's office took to social media in response. His office describes the decision as, quote, irrefutable proof that the attacks on Suarez's character are inaccurate. The statement says Suarez is still committed to the people of Miami. Now at 4, a judge has dismissed some of the counts against former President Donald Trump and his co-defendants. It's in the Georgia election interference case. In all, 6 charges were tossed out. The charges in question have to do with soliciting elected officials to violate their oaths of office. The judge said prosecutors could still seek a new indictment on those charges. The order leaves intact other charges in the case. Voters have decided and the stage is set. It is a rematch between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. They both gained enough delegates to clinch their Democratic and Republican nominations. Their rematch this November is the first featuring two U.S. presidents since 1912. Both campaigns released videos marking the moment.
We're not going to take time to celebrate. We'll celebrate in 8 months when the election is over. November 5th, I believe, will go down as the most important day in the history of our country.
Are you ready? Are you ready to defend democracy? Are you ready to protect our freedom? Are you ready to win this election?
Today, President Biden kicks off back-to-back trips to multiple states in the Midwest, first traveling to Wisconsin and then Michigan tomorrow. Trump is expected to rally in Ohio over the weekend. Tomorrow, CBS News Miami is partnering with the Miami Herald, WLRN, and Univision 23. It's to moderate a town hall. Voters decide the Hispanic vote 2024. CBS News Miami's Elliot Rodriguez will moderate a 1-hour special. We are live streaming it on CBS News Miami, Pluto TV, the CBS News Miami app, and on TV 33 at 8. An anti-terrorism team of U.S. Marines has been sent to the Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince. It's to help protect the U.S. Embassy. Heavily armed gangs control much of the city. CBS News Miami's Christian Benavides reports from Haiti's border with the Dominican Republic, where people are trying to get out.
What's still unclear is a timeline to a transition government and how Haiti would carry out free and fair elections. We're expecting another busy day here at the border crossing, where people are being deported by the truckloads to a homeland with an uncertain future. As Haiti's political future hangs in the balance, the neighboring Dominican Republic is cracking down on undocumented Haitians, rounding them up and sending them back to their country. Yesterday, we saw a woman collapse as she was being taken off an overcrowded immigration truck. We met a Haitian American who happened to be driving by, put her on the back of his truck and rushed her to the hospital. These scenes at the border come at a moment of desperation for Haiti after a coalition of Haitian stakeholders and international leaders, including the U.S., helped usher in the agreement to dissolve Prime Minister Ariel Henry's failing government and replace it. It follows weeks of gang violence that have endangered the streets of the nation's capital and displaced thousands of people. Now some Haitians are skeptical about what comes next. The ongoing unrest has left some Americans in Haiti stranded. Remember, there are no commercial flights in and out of Haiti. Americans that we've spoken to here at the crossing tell us about the treacherous journey they had to go through to get to the Dominican Republic, which, remember, is the only way they can get home. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Dajabon, Dominican Republic.
Governor DeSantis is deploying additional personnel to the southern Florida Keys. It's to stop a potential influx of illegal immigration from Haiti. We're going to have more on that tonight at 5. With inflation skyrocketing the past few years, affording a house in South Florida is now a major challenge for so many people in our community. CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten has the breakdown.
I'm Ted Scouten. Trying to find affordable housing here in South Florida is very difficult, and many people feel as though they're being priced out of decent housing.
For someone that's lived in this area for over 20 years, and then to feel like I can't afford to live here anymore, where am I going to go, you know?
An affordable housing project is about to come online in Hollywood, where about 18,000 people have expressed interest for 100 available apartments.
That was Ted Scouten reporting, and we'll hear more from struggling residents coming up tonight. When we come back, TikTok took center stage on Capitol Hill today, while lawmakers are working to ban the social media app for good. Stay with us. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. The House passed a bill today that could lead to a nationwide ban of TikTok, but that's only if the Chinese-based owner refuses to sell the app. Let's get right out to CBS News Miami's Skylar Henry live in D.C. So, Skylar, what do we know at this point?
Hey, Najahe, good afternoon to you. Well, senators don't appear to be in a rush to take up this measure, as they say that they want to hear the facts, and they also want to comb through this, and they have the real estate to do so, in that they don't have to take this measure up really until the end of the year. But we've heard from those on both sides of this issue. Those say that they are concerned about the potential national security threats and risks based off of TikTok and their allegiance to ByteDance. Others say that they're concerned that if TikTok were to go away, then their livelihoods would be.
Keep TikTok! Keep TikTok!
TikTok influencers protested outside the White House Wednesday, urging the president not to sign a bill banning the social media platform. They say the app is about more than just dancing.
Our representatives tell us all we know how to do is dance. If you want us, we're advocates, we're educators, we inspire, but if you want us to dance, we'll dance.
JT Laybourne from Utah makes a living on TikTok selling apparel.
It is 90+% of my family's income.
But he may soon be forced to find a new way to do business after the House voted to ban the platform in the U.S. unless there's an ownership change.
The yeas are 352, the nays are 65.
The bill passed overwhelmingly. Amid concerns, TikTok's parent company, the Chinese-owned ByteDance, could pose a national security threat.
Americans need to ask themselves whether they want to give the Chinese government the ability to control access to their data.
A very divided House came together behind this bill, but its fate in the Senate is unclear. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has not said whether he'll bring the bill to the floor for a vote.
I'll have to consult and intend to consult with my relevant committee chairman to see what their views would be.
President Biden has said he would sign the bill, while former President Trump, who once called for a TikTok ban, has spoken out against the legislation.
At stake. As for TikTok, the company spokesperson said that they hope that the Senate takes some time to listen to the facts and realize that not having the social media app could impact some 7 million small businesses and more than 170 million American users. Najahe.
Yeah, lots to unpack there. Things about to get very interesting. Skylar, thank you. That's the CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.